Good morning from Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, Florida. We're here today because they invited us out to do a hard hat tour of a new roller coaster they're building out here called Phoenix Rising. Some of you all may remember the Phoenix from years past here at Busch Gardens. They have since torn that down and they're rebuilding it from the ground up. And we're here today to get a look at the construction progress on it. So we're gonna hop in a golf cart right now and head over. The park has not opened yet. It is still very early. It's about 8:30 in the morning. And we're walking all the way back to where the construction site is, passing by some of the other roller coasters, such as Cheetah Hunt here. Cheetah Hunt being one of my favorite roller coasters to ride at night. It is spectacular at night. Just a quick golf cart ride over, and we're at the site of Phoenix Rising. It's very exciting. They also have a test seat out and about. I'm gonna give you a shot of that in just a second. Right there, so we can see what to expect. So this is just for the media event. It's not gonna be out during normal business hours, and it is tied down, so we can't get into it to test it out to sit on it, but this is what the seat is gonna look like on Phoenix Rising. This will be a little family coaster. It says, feel the rush of a legendary flight. Experience a fiery blaze of immersive, family-friendly excitement as you soar above the Serengeti Plain and drop into fun-filled twists and turns on the new Phoenix Rising. Speeds up to 44 miles per hour with height requirements of just 42 inches. The perfect adventure for families. This could be kids' first inverted coaster. So it looks like our first stop is inside the Pantopia Theater. Oh, and there's some good views of the roller coaster up here. We are gonna get inside and get a much closer view in there. But right now we're getting some nice views on the way up into the theater. Ooh, the lift hill. Yeah, this is exciting. Look at this. Oh, on the way in, some performers out front. Awesome, thank you. Phoenix Rising stats. Phoenix Rising, the largest family-friendly addition to the Pantopia area of the park, and will be the first coaster to feature onboard audio. Opening 2024, maximum height 80 feet, track length 1,831, maximum speed of 44 miles per hour, 1 train, 10 vehicles per train, 2 riders per vehicle, total of 20 riders per train. Minimum height requirement is 42, maximum 77. Made by B&M. It is a hanging coaster, and they're touting the onboard audio, and you can kind of see in this artist rendering up here the big speakers right over top of you, hanging from the top of the train there. Because this is a media event for Phoenix Rising, and Phoenix is a bird, they brought out someone. This owl is just winking at me.
Well, and he's a great little ambassador for Phoenix Rising because he's family fun sized, much like the coaster. He's also a native species, and organizations like Busch Gardens have been able to support the conservation efforts of many native species like the bald eagle, which was once endangered and now thriving in the wild. So a lot of our native wildlife has had that Phoenix Rising story thanks to conservation efforts of AZA facilities like Busch Gardens. He is an eastern screech owl, and this is full grown. He is a rescue. He actually has a broken wing that has healed in a way that doesn't allow him to fly any longer. So Busch Gardens has been able to give him a permanent home here where he can do conservation through education.
And now we're headed onto the construction site. Get a little tour of the Phoenix Rising construction. We are now into the construction site, and you can see some of the twisties and some of the banking turns that we've got. Oh, this is gonna be good. It's nice, it's like hugging the ground over here too. You can see it gets so close to the ground here that there's a trench, so they get the clearance. But this is nice, it's not too big, no upside down, no inversions. Lots of twists and turns. It'll be super fun. Really, really fun coaster to ride with the family. So they picked the Phoenix for the theme of this attraction because it wasn't too intimidating for younger children, but not too childish for them to be like, oh, I don't want to go ride that kiddie coaster. So this is like a nice little like transition between a kiddie coaster and an adult coaster. The height requirement is 42 inches, and they said that was the typical height of a 5 or 6 year old, but Jackson is sitting at 43 inches right now, or 44 inches right now, so, and he is just a 4-year-old. Talking about how the Phoenix kind of traverses different cultures and different mythology. And so in the queue, you'll see some of the examples of different Phoenixes throughout the world. They said that during your experience with Phoenix Rising, you will meet one of 4 Phoenixes. You'll meet the Fire Phoenix, which like represents the desert, the Ice Phoenix, which represents the glaciers, the Jungle Phoenix, which represents the rainforest, and the Water Phoenix, which represents the ocean. And you will meet that Phoenix on these giant video walls on the back wall of the queue building. Not only do you meet which Phoenix you're going to be riding with in the queue, but that also transitions into the onboard audio. So this particular coaster does have an onboard audio system, and you will be able to hear different environmental cues from whichever Phoenix you meet, one of the 4 Phoenixes that you meet inside of the station. And they said that the color of this coaster is representative of the sky that you'll be flying through with the Phoenix. And then the actual seat, which we saw earlier, is the colors of a traditional Fire Phoenix. Reds and oranges and yellows. This is actually getting to be very interesting because they have onboard lighting too underneath the train. So they will be able to program that lighting based on which Phoenix you have that you're riding with. So like if you're with the Jungle Phoenix, the light will be green coming from the bottom of the train. So this will be a really dynamic ride to see at night as you're walking through the Pantopia section of the park, because you'll be able to see like a green coaster go by, a red coaster go by, a blue coaster go by. I'm very excited to see this ride once it's up and running. I think it's gonna be very cool to see, especially at night. So we can kind of get an overview of the track layout. Kind of goes all over the place. Nice little lift hill here, then a drop, and then just some backs and forths and some turns and some twists. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a super fun, easy to ride. Looking at some of the other turns, I like this one kind of back and forth, real low right here, heading up into a high turn, and this high turn will be right over top of the sign that leads into the ride itself. And you also have to imagine, this is a hanging coaster, so this will be kind of accentuated. This turn up here will be accentuated with the cars coming kind of out here more. So it will be a little bit more exciting than how it looks. We are making our way back up to the front of the park, and I wanted to point out some notable dates. We've got Cinco de Mayo coming up. We've got Red, White, and Brews coming up. We've got Summer Nights, Giraffe Celebration Weekend, Bourbon and Barbecue, Hallow Scream, their Halloween event, Spooktacular for the kids, and then Christmas Town. Of course, Phoenix Rising coming 2024, spring of 2024. All right, so the park is officially open, and we're headed, we had to like go back to a starting point sort of towards the front of the park, but now we're headed back towards the back of the park to get up on the sky ride, to get a view, like a bird's eye view of the construction of Phoenix Rising, get a little bit more of an idea of what the elements will look like. So we made it over here by Cheetah Hunt, but we're headed to go ride Skyride so we can get a bird's eye view, and it is not open. Skyride will reopen tomorrow, but it says that it opens at 10:30. We should check back in a little bit. Maybe it'll be open at 10:30. We'll go ride Gwazi and then come back. All right, so we just got word that Gwazi is not quite ready to open to the public just yet. They're still warming it up. So we do know that Cheetah Hunt is running, so we're gonna get on Cheetah Hunt. All right, we've made it up to Cheetah Hunt. Time to get on and ride a roller coaster. Here we go. I'm excited. Hooray! It's a long time since I've ridden this ride. Yeah! Oh, so good. Forgot about it. Ooh. Oh yeah, viewing of everything that's going on around the park. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whee! A little rough today, but it was good. The water was running. All right, we just got off of Cheetah Hunt and Skyride is open now, so we're headed in. Getting on Skyride. Oh, the hippos. Out doing some grazing. Oh. Falcon's Fury is running right now. Passing by a Serengeti flyer. I'll put a link in the description down below to the time that we rode this. It's a really fun swing ride. It's called a super swing. And here we are coming up on Phoenix Rising. Oh, I like this little like twistiness of the track that you can see here on the first drop. Yeah, you can tell it's not going to be a very long ride, but it'll be a fun little ride. Oh, this will be nice. Imagine riding the Skyride and then having one of the trains come by like this. Oh, that'll be super fun. But also, I'm a big fan of rides that you can ride like 700 times in one day without getting sick or without getting a headache or anything like that. And this will be one of them. Seems like it's going to be very smooth and very easy to ride. We are coming around the other side of it. Yeah. This will be a great addition to Busch Gardens. You can see they've left up. Is that Hello Scream stuff or is that just extra Christmas stuff? So I did want to mention, we did just get off the Skyride, and the Skyride is free for pass holders. But if you're not a pass holder, it does cost $5, with tax $5.33. So we're walking around Ishikro, that's what all that noise is. But right now, I'm gonna head over to Iron Gwazi because that is the last coaster that they opened here at Busch Gardens, and it's super fun. One of my favorite roller coasters in town. Ishikro's making its way up the lift hill. These kids are gonna get soaked. All right, here it is, Iron Gwazi. Let's grab a locker and put our big camera in and then strap on the GoPro. Here's a fun fact about Iron Gwazi for you. The media event came soon after I had my wisdom teeth out. So, within a few days of getting my wisdom teeth out, I was riding Iron Gwazi on repeat and actually blew my stitches in my, like that were back there because I had my mouth open and the wind came in and was flapping around underneath the stitches and blew my stitches. So, we love this ride. It holds a near and dear, like it has a place in my heart, near and dear to my heart. There we go. The sign's kind of silly. It says riders must keep their hands either on the lap bar or the grab bar and must not raise their arms during the ride. Huh. Here we go. Iron Gwazi.
Hello, Jen from editing here. I did have to add some music to this POV because the sheer force from the wind was too much for the mics to handle. Just too fast of a ride, too intense. But please enjoy Tim on the roller coaster.
What do you guys see over there? Anything interesting? Ah, nice and easy down the hill. Oh boy. Ah! Easter egg. Those are the old fronts from Gwazi. The old fronts of the train from Gwazi. Here in the train barn. Oh my gosh, we just got off of Iron Gwazi, and what did my wondering eyes did appear? Gwazi dogs. Oh my gosh, do I get a hot dog right now? Oh, it's a foot-long hot dog. I don't know if I just need like a regular hot dog. Maybe I do though. It's a nice foot-long hot dog. No, I won't get it this time. But it is nice to know that it's there in case I do ever want to indulge in a hot dog. Also, as we're walking by near the exit, there is Moroccan Delights. Doesn't open until 2, but boy, does it look delicious. Some milkshakes, some hot fudge sundaes, a whoopie pie milkshake type thing, old-fashioned banana split, root beer dream, a delightful bowl. It's got donuts and everything in it. Oh my gosh. Also, there is a Build-A-Bear workshop here in the park. I think we need to go, and it's about a 2-hour drive back to Orlando, so I don't have a lot of time here today, but I did want to stop off at the Coaster Coffee Company because this is the same coaster, or Coaster Coffee Company is in SeaWorld too. Look at this, they've got a model of Iron Gwazi. We just went on Iron Gwazi. Look at how cool that looks. They also have a model of Cobra's Curse over here on the other counter. Well, they've got sweet treats. Got some fudge, some caramel apples, chocolate chip cookie, and a brownie, some cupcakes up there, a 4-pack of cupcakes. Ooh, marshmallow sticks down there, caramelized popcorn, some cotton candy. I saw a cookie inside the Coaster Coffee Company and I said, you know what? I can't leave without trying this and seeing how it compares to other cookies I've had. All right, let's see it. Not groundbreaking, but it is a tasty chocolate chip cookie. If you're here for a standard chocolate chip cookie, boy, do I have the cookie for you. So there you have it. That was our trip out to Busch Gardens to get a hard hat tour of Phoenix Rising. I cannot wait to ride that ride. It's gonna be so much fun, so easy to ride, so smooth. It's gonna be like a dream. And I'm very excited. Hopefully Jackson will start to like warm up to roller coasters a little bit by then. I don't know though, it's supposed to be opening this year, so we'll see how that goes. But Jackson is tall enough to ride it. I would love to get him on it. Right now, he's been on Barnstormer, and that's where he's at. So we'll see how it goes. You never know. Then after the hard hat tour, then we got to go and ride. We rode Cheetah Hunt, and the waterfall was running. We got to go on the Sky Ride. We got to see some more angles of the construction of Phoenix Rising. And then we rode Iron Gwazi. So all in all, it was a fantastic day. I want to say thank you to Busch Gardens for having us out for this hard hat tour media event. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.